Welcome back to the Disney Animated Movie Tournament, where we're putting Disney animated movies up against each other and seeing how they fare in a tournament of subjective bias. Right now, we're in round 3, starting up with match number 1, with the Emperor's New Groove going up against Treasure Planet. What are your thoughts?
These are both in the top movie category for me.
So here's the thing for me. Personally, I like Emperor's New Groove a lot more. I just rewatched the movie this weekend.
Oh yeah? For this?
No, just because it's a good movie.
Okay. That's fair.
It's actually so funny.
Is that it?
It's just so funny. I don't feel like, to be honest, every year I remember Treasure Planet is a thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a thing, and then I go about my day.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
It's just not as memorable to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember going to McDonald's and getting a toy, and then I remember watching the movie, and I don't really remember the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So for me, right, Treasure Planet's my favorite animated Disney movie. But I will say, there are so many moments in Emperor's New Groove that I just absolutely adore and love. And then there are also some things in Treasure Planet where I'll just forget about it.
Sure.
Emperor's New Groove is just that much more memorable to me. And I can't help but have like a soft spot for it. So this is going to be a toughie. How about you, Cameron?
This is also hard because I also love Treasure Planet, but I also really love New Groove. I'm kind of on the same boat. Treasure Planet has a little bit of holes that are missing in my memory from it. But Emperor's New Groove I can remember the whole film for the most part. Like every single gag and joke and just how it all builds up to the final battle.
Can we really talk about how Kronk is the real MVP of the movie?
He's so good.
I actually love Kronk.
I mean, he tried to throw a dead llama in a river. And he felt so bad.
Yeah, but he's just such a good guy, you know. He didn't.
The thing is, right?
Do it out of malicious intent.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure.
You know, he just did it because he's trying to help out his girl Yzma. You know what I'm saying?
How are they?
His boss.
Oh, I guess they're bought. Yeah.
He's just trying to do what needs to be done.
Yeah, to make a living, you know?
But I will say this. I think that everybody or every character in Emperor's New Groove is a lot more fleshed out and it has a lot more dimensions than Treasure Planet, personally.
Okay.
Like, I think that is it Jim? I'm just gonna go. Is his name Jim?
Yep. Jim.
You got it.
Okay, his generic name, yes, applies to many individuals.
That's based off the book about the kid named Jim.
Okay. I feel like he's the only kind of dynamic character alongside Mr. Captain Hook.
Sure, yeah.
Who let himself go. Everybody else is very one-dimensional.
Sure.
I don't want to I don't want to bash Treasure Planet. It's not a bad movie.
No. What you just said, Alan, I agree with 100%.
I do too. I just like the world. The world in Treasure Planet is what draws me.
The art in Treasure Planet, the dynamic shots, they're so good. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
They're incredible.
Are you ready to vote?
My vote was... I'm ready to vote.
All right, here we go. So, let's start with Alan.
Dude, it's got to be Emperor's New Groove, baby.
Okay.
It's easy.
So, this is me, right? This is me coming in with the wild vote. I'm going Emperor's New Groove on this one.
That's a wild vote.
Emperor's New Groove.
It's not that wild of a vote, but...
It's wild.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with... Yeah, it's got to be Emperor's New Groove. I do love the adventure in Treasure Planet. Actually, Emperor's New Groove has great adventure too. What am I saying?
Dude, it has great adventure.
Yeah. It wins. It wasn't even close, as Mary said in the chat.
That's the truth.
Wasn't even closes?
It wasn't even close. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna be. Can I be very honest?
Weight off my heart.
Can I be
Yeah?
very honest? I think
What?
Emperor's New Groove could take the whole thing.
You know,
That's a good
you might
point.
be right. You might
It
be right.
has the potential.
The more I think about Emperor's New Groove, the more I just remember how much I love it.
It's so good.
It is so good.
It's one of those rare gems. All
It's-
right, but going up to matchup number 2 in round 3, we got Atlantis, the Lost Empire, going up against Aladdin. This is pretty tough for me.
This one's
Okay,
really
to
good.
be honest, I am also very comparatively to these two movies. Like I think, to be honest, Aladdin's had a very easy bracket.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
had to face Tangled and then Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, it was kind of easy.
Comparatively, Atlantis has faced Zootopia
Well, I mean,
Right.
is that hard?
and Big Hero 6, which are, I think, a lot tougher
A lot tougher. Yeah.
than Wreck-It Ralph, dude, is kind of an easy buy. It's
Tangled,
like,
though, I think.
it's not even hard to beat Wreck-It Ralph.
Tangled is good,
Tangled is good.
but
It's just that Aladdin's just
Aladdin
a little
was
bit
so
better
much
than
better.
Tangled.
Yeah, but
However,
it's up against Atlantis.
Whoa, he just said it was Atlantis.
No, I'm saying we're up against Atlantis,
Oh,
not Tangled or Wreck-It Ralph now.
so Kenny, I want you to give me your. Have you watched Atlantis? First of all, can you just let
yeah,
me
we
know?
watched Atlantis together.
Okay, thank God you watched Atlantis. What did you think about Atlantis?
I thought it was fine. Unfortunately, it just wasn't memorable in my head. Right, I forgot most of the characters. Unfortunately, other than the weird mole guy
The mole guy.
and the main dude and the main girl.
Do you remember the
And what
French
about the
demolition?
what about
guy?
French guy?
French guy, I don't remember him. No.
Ah,
What about
unfortunately, no.
mechanic girl?
I don't.
I do
oh,
remember she exists. I forgot her characterization though.
Yeah, I don't really remember her.
She's from the Bronx, all right.
Oh,
The
okay. Now I do remember her. Now I have
Oh,
the
yeah,
accent
it's
in my head.
But yeah, in comparison to something like Aladdin, right, where we got Jafar, Jasmine, Genie, Abu, and just Aladdin, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, yeah. To be honest, Aladdin kind of sucks. To be
Yeah,
honest.
Aladdin was probably the most unappealing thing about Aladdin.
Yeah, I think the highlight
But-
was him dancing through like the. Well, he was escaping from for
That's
stealing
also
at
true.
food.
Yeah.
That was pretty
I mean,
fun.
I like that song. It was really fun. But at the same time, the movie doesn't do a whole lot to very prop up Aladdin as a good character. He's just fine as a protagonist, but that's
Yeah.
about it. It's really the side cast that really
True.
props up the movie. But I would say that my vote would have to go to Aladdin in this case,
Hmm.
mainly because though I like Atlantis, it doesn't have that staying factor in my memory.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Personally, right? This is like comparing a children's story to an epic to me.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think Atlantis is a lot better movie, mechanically, artistically, and also story-wise.
Hmm. What about
All of the characters have motivation, personality, and charisma,
Mhm.
and you can't help but like them. I don't know what the fuck Genie's doing in the movie. Like, I know he wants to be free,
Mhm.
but why is he a genie? What happened?
I
don't
that's,
know.
That's
He's just
explored
a
in the
genie.
sequel.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
we're talking about the movie.
It is, but
One
yeah.
movie. I get to know the fucking backstories of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters in one movie.
You do.
Would you say that's a good thing though?
I think it's a good thing. It makes the movie a lot more personable. I also like the fight with the big giant crab.
That's Moana.
No, it's not Moana, and I
That's The
hate
Little
that you
Mermaid.
think it's Moana. Oh
No,
wait, I'm
that's a
sorry. The
lobster.
big giant lobster.
Okay, I'll throw my 2 cents in. I do agree with a lot of points you're saying, Alan. That the characters are more memorable. They're got more characteristics to them. I'm just
But
gonna.
you're gonna say but.
You know,
You're gonna say but. Just say but.
I'm not. I agree with you. 100%.
Oh, okay.
The one thing I do want to say is that I think
There's the
Aladdin
but.
has more entertainment value for more people to get into it, and just the music is really the music's good. I should bring that up. Aladdin has music. Atlantis
Aladdin
does
does have
not.
music.
Very
Atlantis
I mean, it
has.
does, but it's not Disney.
It's not like
music.
lyrics music. Yeah,
Yeah,
not the same kind of music.
It's not a musical.
Do not watch the Atlantis sequel, please.
it's not good.
It is not good.
But what if it was? I don't know.
Oh, but I brought this up previously, but I like Jasmine a lot, but I really don't like the princess in Atlantis.
She's just that's fair.
She's a very bland cracker of a character.
wow, dude, that's kind of
Cracker.
racist.
I shouldn't have said that. I meant it as like a
No, I'm kidding, I'm
saltine.
kidding, I'm
It's a bland piece of food.
No, she is very boring,
She's
but
a-
everybody else makes up for it, especially Mr. Frenchman that makes things go.
Oh yeah. So are we voting?
Dude, I'm voting.
Voting.
I'm.
I said
You said it.
Aladdin.
Okay.
I said Aladdin.
Alan.
I agree with Atlantis.
you agree with Atlantis.
You
You
agree.
mean
I agree with
you
the whole
want-
premise
you
of the
vote for
movie.
Atlantis.
Uh huh. But which do you agree to put the vote to?
I said Atlantis. You stupid.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna put it to Atlantis because it is probably the best animated 2D film out of all of these. That's 2D, and I think that's where I'm gonna lie mostly on
That is 2-dimensional.
and characters.
It's 2-dimensional, by the way.
All right.
I said that 2D, 2-dimensional.
I know.
You're a fool.
I'm mocking you.
That the only 3-dimensional movie that's still in the running is Moana.
Yes.
I don't think that's weird.
Well, Treasure Planet's kind of
because-
a mix.
All of the other 3D movies are kind of ass.
You're right.
All right.
But here we go. Matchup number 3 of round 3. We have Moana going up against Mulan. Who's gonna win?
All right, let's be honest here, boys.
Get away from the mic, please.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
please
getting
step
closer.
away. I'm too uncomfortable.
Mulan is a better movie than Moana.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Let's just face facts.
What?
Mulan is a better movie than Moana.
Mulan is a better movie than Moana? Why do you
Yes.
think that?
It's just the truth. It's got a more direct story. The music, I think, is better. It's got better supporting characters. The animal characters are also not stupid chickens. Of course, there's no giant crab, but she does shoot
Mhm.
big rocket into mountain.
She does. She does
Oh,
do
man.
this. It's a firework, though,
iconic.
isn't it?
You're right. Firework.
Yeah. Are you going to continue? Did you just stop?
Oh, me? You guys kind of stopped me. I
No,
was on a roll.
you were going on a list or
I
something.
was
thought,
going
yeah,
on a
go
roll.
ahead.
I
So I was
honestly
just like, wait,
forgot.
what's he waiting for? Okay.
No, I thought you guys started laughing, and then I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
okay. I'm
we
sorry about
we
that.
like Mulan more.
What about you, Cameron? What do you think?
I do like Mulan more.
Can you explain why?
I just think I think the main character is better. I think this whole dynamic is really interesting to watch, and also the music's better. But I know Moana has pretty decent music, but it does not hold a candle to Mulan.
It's true.
That's kind of my main points. Really, they're both really good films. But Mulan is a favorite, while Moana's just, yeah, I could watch this again.
Okay. So for me, Mulan was the first time I watched a Disney movie and noticed how good the singing and music was in general. And that's where I got into the spirit of singing along to Disney movies. But Moana is the movie that I saw and noticed how a musical could become a form of storytelling. And then it wasn't until I started revisiting other movies after I watched Moana that I started noticing that musicals were forms of storytelling. So, I mean, both movies are very big landmarks for me in terms of Disney. But yeah, I'll agree with you. Mulan's better.
Okay. I'm glad we go
Yeah,
come to consensus.
it really is all those things. Mulan for me, I'll just hinge it on the protagonist, right? Moana's fine, but there's just not a lot to her other than she was chosen by the sea.
Mhm.
Mulan, however, earns everything that she wants.
Exactly.
She has to fight for it. She has to, she's rejected
She's a
because of
fighter.
her gender, and then she has to really find her own place, right? And I love that. I love that form of storytelling. Also, it's got Oriental music, and I just love Oriental music. My ears
Wow,
are just
dude.
so
Wow.
sensitized to that kind of thing.
Wow.
I'm racist.
Dude, every point matters, you know?
Every
I
point
love that
matters.
you're appreciating your own kind of culture because you're not really Chinese, but
He's
you know
not.
you're
I'm
Asian.
not really Chinese.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, you know, it's the same thing.
It's not.
It's not at all.
I'm from India, you guys.
No, you're
What?
not. You're a liar.
So matchup number 4, we round 3, we have Tarzan going up against Pinocchio.
Okay. This is a toughie, but not as much as I believe. To be honest,
What?
look, I love these movies, is what I'm saying. Both of them are very good. But we're getting down to brass tacks.
Yes.
Which movie would you rather see if someone said, "Hey, we're
Let's
gonna go
watch
out
something?
movie theater. Both of these
Ooh.
movies are playing.
Mm.
Which one do you want to see?"
Spend
Okay.
money on.
Yes.
So we're looking at the theater argument.
Sure.
I gotta change it up. Gotta make it entertaining.
Sure, that's true. We've talked about every film about twice now.
Now,
Yeah.
let me tell you what my vote's gonna be, because it's gonna be obviously Tarzan, because I ain't gonna go to a movie theater and pay fucking money to watch a
Yeah.
fucking puppet dance around on the screen while I'm cowering behind the seat. All right?
Is he that scary?
Yes.
It's
Is
like
he?
you're such a child, dude. He looks like a kid. I don't understand what's scary about him.
Doesn't
You
even
look at
look like
kid,
a
I'll rip him
dog.
apart.
So you don't find the donkey part scary, but you find the puppet part scary.
Absolutely.
You find that the
Have
whole
you?
movie.
Hold on.
crazy.
Actually,
Wait, does he?
Here's the thing, too, right? After I watched the 2D Pinocchio, I watched the live action Pinocchio.
Oh,
Dude,
so bad.
the fucking live action Pinocchio is haunting.
I do agree with that one, at least. Aren't
It's
they
not
making
even
another
funny.
one too?
It's funny, dude. It's so funny.
I thought I heard them they were gonna make a live action Pinocchio again.
We're
It's
gonna go
gonna be-
watch it, Kenny.
We're gonna
No.
watch it with you, Kenny. We're gonna
We're
force you to
forcing you.
watch it.
No.
I'll bring it home Blu-ray.
But yeah, I don't think I'd go to a theater to watch Pinocchio either.
But you would for Tarzan.
I would for Tarzan.
Why? Tell me
Because
why.
it's a way better looking movie. And I'd want to watch that on a big screen.
Also,
True.
I'll do the same argument again. It's just Pinocchio. It's a little boring.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's just a little boring. Tarzan, action beats every 20
so
minutes
good.
at least.
I love the Jaguar. I love the Hunter. It's everything about it's so good.
Pinocchio
there a
does not
song?
have action beats, but it has escalating action, which is a little bit
No.
slower to set up,
Mm.
and it does not hit the endorphin centers of my brain as hard as Tarzan does.
Sure. I think Tarzan does have a low point somewhere in the middle.
It does.
Mm.
But it's not as big as
It's not a big
Pinocchio's.
dip.
Yeah.
I guess I would also just throw in that I just don't like Pinocchio as a protagonist.
We
Maybe
all
because he
know you
feels
don't like Pinocchio.
No,
dog.
no, not even that. I'm talking about in writing, right? He feels like a Jar Jar Binks,
What?
where he just goes and fucks everything up.
He doesn't do
But
that,
then,
does he?
He's just a
if the story
child.
was focused on Jar Jar Binks, which is exactly, I'm saying this. If it was focused on Jar Jar Binks redeeming himself, this would be it.
I don't agree with this opinion. I don't feel like he's like a bumbling imbecile. He is a child, he has wonder, he has amazement. But it seems like the world is out to just kill him for the most part.
Dude, that's how I feel in real life too.
Because like the first time he leaves his house, there's like two grown adult foxes or whatever they are.
One's
trying
a
to
cat and one's a fox.
Yeah, that's it. And wasn't they were trying to scam him out of money or something? Rob him?
Yes.
Yeah, just like right
Yeah,
after he
assholes.
leaves his house. Like instantly he gets put into slavery as
Yes,
a
he does.
donkey.
No, it's before he gets sold into slavery by Big Puppet Man, and he makes him dance.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Why am I the only one that remembers shit?
No, I do remember that. He was on a train in a cage, I know.
Yeah.
I remember that part.
And Jiminy Cricket lets him out. I was like, yeah, dude, what the fuck are you doing, idiot?
Then he gets swallowed by a whale, and then he starts a fire in that whale. And
Dude,
nearly
he
burns
make him
alive.
sneeze.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
Anyways,
just
just
shoot
give
your
it.
votes,
Just send
dude.
it.
Just shoot your votes.
All right. Well, Kenny obviously wants Pinocchio to win.
Say that again.
You want
Say it on my
Tarzan.
face.
So Tarzan.
Yeah.
Tarzan for me. Alan Tarzan?
Yeah, Tarzan. So I want you to notice something. It's very
Okay.
weird. And I don't think this is like indicative of anything, but every single movie has gotten 3-0'd.
For the most part, yeah.
Like we've all agreed which movie's the clear favorite
I think
this
so.
last
yeah.
round. Emperor's New Groove over Treasure Planet, easy,
Sure.
right? Atlantis
I do
over
think so.
Aladdin was a little bit iffy, but we still agreed for the most part.
So you're saying you
Mulan
want to send it?
also destroyed. No. What I'm saying is that
Okay.
these movies are in a league of their own.
Sure.
These are the best of the lineup that we have here, right?
Yeah. I think all
These are the A
at
tiers.
my top of my list for sure.
These are the movies that would get here regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got to choose.
And we're choosing in round 4, the semifinals. We only have 4 contestants left: Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis: The Lost Empire, Mulan, and Tarzan. And we're getting closer to the final. It's just this last semifinal we have to get through. So let's get on with it.
Let's just get it
All
over
right.
with.
First matchup, we have the Emperor's New Groove up against Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Tell me how you feel.
They're such distinct movies.
They are. Okay.
Wait a minute.
What's
Looking back at it, hasn't Atlantis: The Lost Empire gone up against very different movies from it?
For the most part, yeah. It went up against wait, where did
Like,
it come from?
all very-
Zootopia and Aladdin.
Yeah, it's gone up against like all very entertainment focused movies.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually that's true.
But now it's facing the Emperor.
Which is the A list of entertainment.
And honestly,
this is-
here's the thing, right?
yeah.
We've said what we've had to say. We understand the merits of both movies.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, I enjoy Atlantis. I would watch this movie in a weekend, watch it with my friends, watch it with my buddies.
Mhm.
But if someone said, hey, do you want to watch Emperor's New Groove or do you want to watch Atlantis? I would say, bro, put on Emperor's New Groove.
Didn't like growing up when there was like movie day at school, wasn't it always like Emperor's New Groove or Napoleon Dynamite? I feel like those are like the two movies.
Okay, I'll let you know
No.
something. I've never watched Napoleon Dynamite.
Dude, I've only watched Napoleon Dynamite in school like 5 times. And
I've
Emperor's
only
New Groove,
ever
like,
seen Napoleon
6.
Dynamite on FX.
Oh wow, we had totally different school experiences.
We did.
I watched Herbie Fully Loaded.
That
in
sounds so
school.
familiar. What the hell is that?
I watched that in theaters. I know as a kid.
It's a buggy.
Oh, with Lindsay
Yes.
Lohan?
Yeah,
I don't know if it's with Lindsay Lohan.
It was Lindsay.
It has sentience.
Yeah.
It's like Transformers, but if they
It's like
couldn't
Bumblebee, the
transform.
If they couldn't transform.
But Take a step back. Emperor's New Groove against Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Here's the thing.
Mhm.
Atlantis is so good. Like I love everything about Atlantis.
Mhm.
I love everything about. This is actually super hard. Like I keep going back and forth in my head between which one's better.
Mhm.
It's just so difficult because they're very good at different things.
Yeah. Well, actually, I want to counter that
Okay,
because I think Atlantis has some pretty good comedy in it as well.
I agree. I agree.
I think it has not as much comedy, but it has to mix it in with the seriousness and the adventure part.
No, obviously not. But I think so. Emperor's New Groove, I think, to me personally, is more of a slapstick
Mm-hmm.
sort of comedy, which you can only really do with cartoons, really, right?
Yeah. I mean,
I think I
there's
just give it
counters
to
to
me,
that,
Cam.
but yeah.
Just give it to me.
Okay.
I know
Just say
Charlie
that.
Chaplin is a counter. Okay, just fuck off. And I think the style, like the style, is so unique, and Atlantis looks like another anime to me.
Does it?
It looks like kind of like an anime.
It
If
does.
I just
It's
look at it
kind of
visually.
dark. You know, the colors are kind of desaturated. I guess.
A lot of blues and dark.
But
Very
they
a
are
lot of
underground
blues.
and underwater.
They
for
are
the most part.
underground.
Yes.
So I like, to be honest, I like the artistic style of Emperor's New Groove a lot more distinct.
Mhm.
That's true.
I love the animation of Atlantis. And I love
Oh,
the
yeah.
grand scale of everything. I love the characters. The characters in both of these movies are so good.
Then what does it come down to then?
Dude, I don't know. I'm trying to find somewhere where I would hate either movie.
I guess the story? Because neither of them have music, so we can't really debate that
No, they
fact.
do. Dude,
I mean, they have...
Emperor's New Groove starts with a banger.
Oh, I mean, yeah, one song. It's not like a...
There's also
Disney
Yzma's
musical.
song. What are you talking about? Her evil villain song.
Yzma's awesome.
Yzma's the villains.
Oh,
I'm gonna...
we're talking about the villains? Does it come down to the villains?
I think it comes down to the villains. Well,
Let's think
I
about
don't know. I feel like Yzma's kind of a small part of the
it.
whole
Yzma's
thing.
not a small part. Ooh.
I think she is. She's a part of it for sure, but I don't.
Would you just count Yzma and Kronk as a duo instead?
I mean, I would count that, yeah. But
That's
I wouldn't
fair.
say she's like evil. Like I would compare it to Jafar, Hades, Ursula, Hook. I wouldn't compare her to any of those.
She's more sneaky and cunning,
She's
Sneaky
more
mean.
but
of
she doesn't have
a
the
joke.
big character to back it up.
Mhm. I'm gonna open up the voting polls.
Voting
Oh,
polls.
you're opening it up?
I'm opening
you
it
can't
up.
do
It's
this to me.
time to vote.
Oh, you can't
Time
do it
vote.
to me.
Here we go.
It's
Here we go.
time to vote, Alan.
All right. Get
Let's
to
go
me
with
last.
Alan because
Get to me
Alan-
last. Get to me last. Get to me
no,
last.
no,
Get
no,
to
no,
me
no.
last.
It has to be you
And
going
I'm just
first
gonna say
because
the scene.
you always
okay,
cop
I'm gonna
out.
say
You
the-
always cop
You
out.
always
Alright,
do
fine.
this, Alan.
I'll say the first thing that pops into my head. Just go. Just send it. Ask me the question.
Which movie is better?
Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove is
Ooh.
better, Alan says. Now, Kenny, do you want to go first or me?
Let's have me go first. Actually, no. Let's have you go first. I don't know your opinion
All
too
right.
much.
So, what this comes down to for me is my enjoyment through the entire flick. I love Atlantis nearly all the way through. It's just the ending I have issues with. Emperor's New Groove is a gutbuster throughout the entire movie. And I could rewatch front and back of it. So I have to give it to Emperor's New Groove.
Ooh. Look at that. 2-0. Instead of having that be a 2-0, why don't you go ahead and make it the 3-0?
Okay.
Oh my god. Atlantis gets 3-0?
It just gets 3-0'd. Like it,
3-0 in the
Actually-
semis?
dude, Emperor's New Groove has 3-0'd every single time.
How about this one though? This one for me is what previous one was for Alan. Mulan. up against Tarzan in matchup number 2 of the
Dude, this is-
semifinals.
Actually insane. This is an actually insane matchup.
This is fucking. Ooh.
This is a doozy.
Okay. Now let's think about this. Mulan and Tarzan. Mulan's got great music. It's got a lot of heart. Great side characters. But then look at Tarzan. Tarzan's got all the heart.
Oh my god.
It pretty much has all the same things.
All the same things.
Good music,
And
good characters.
it has such impactful, dark moments that really, really catch you.
You could say that about both movies. They're both
That's true too.
so good, dude. It's not fair.
It's both about becoming a man.
No, it's not. It's about becoming
Joke.
yourself.
I'm so sorry.
But accepting yourself for who you are.
That's true. Okay.
Remember when Tarzan tried to become a man? He tried.
I mean, he succeeded, I think.
Go real. Okay. We have
Okay.
fun here. But this is serious.
You know, let's think about this in another sense too.
Okay.
Because a big part of Tarzan is the romance between him and Jane.
Okay.
But then if we look at Mulan, there's also a romance between
Oh.
Shang.
Is this the first
Shen,
time
yeah,
we're
Shen, I'm sorry, and Mulan.
Is this the first time
If
we're
we look at
debating
that-
the romances? The actual
Yeah, this is the
couples?
first time we're debating the romance. If we look
Yeah,
at that,
because I mean,
think
like,
Tarzan and Jane is just more intimate.
it's stronger. I think
It's a
it's
stronger
generally a
bond.
stronger romance story.
They're both
Mhm.
teaching each other.
Yeah, they're learning from each other.
Yeah, with Mulan, I don't think there really is a connection with the
I mean, there's a slight
romantic
connection.
interest.
There's
I
a slight
never
connection.
felt it.
It's more competitive, right? It's more competitive. Like, oh, he's telling me I can't do this. I'm gonna prove him wrong. It's kind of like a master student kind of thing.
Oh
It
yeah.
wasn't until the last moments of the movie where the emperor was all like, "Hey, he's pretty hot, right?" They're like, "Oh," they started blushing.
True. Yes.
So that's only that's what the romance amounted to.
Yeah.
Oh, and I like Mary brought up in the chat, dude.
Yeah.
They're taking Shen out of the movie.
That's
No,
so
they're not.
wild to me.
Yeah, they're taking Shen out of the live action movie.
No, I'm pretty sure he's in there.
No,
He's Donnie Yen.
no, they're replacing him with someone else, and they're taking out the whole love interest part.
Really?
I
Oh my
guess.
God,
I didn't hear
really?
about this, but
Ooh, that's controversial as
I
fuck.
do- Yeah, I do want to let you know. Also, oh fuck my foot. That the actress for Mulan is a big supporter of Hong Kong.
well, yeah, that's
the
been a thing.
communist dictatorship.
I mean, let's leave
That has nothing to
politics
do
out
with
of
the animated
Yeah, that has
Mulan.
nothing to do
I
with
just
the
think
movie.
she's kind of a bitch for like.
Wow. Hot take, Alan.
I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing about Jackie Chan.
Can you?
Jackie Chan's also like pro-government.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I think he's kind of an asshole, and I'll stop watching the animated series 20 years ago.
It's so good though.
You know, stop watching it 20 years ago.
But that has nothing to do with this movie.
It has
No.
nothing to do with it. All right. We got to think about Eddie Murphy.
This is more wholesome than that.
Okay,
What
let's
Disney's
let's
pumping out.
if we're not basing it off the romance. Is it both like let's give 1 point to Tarzan for the romance, okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
What about the supporting characters? And by supporting characters, I mean the animal best friend.
I personally really love the parents of Tarzan.
I said
The-
animal best
The
friends.
gorilla parents?
The gorilla
Or
parents.
Actual. Okay.
They're
Oh, the
just
actual parents are pretty badass too.
I'm there with you, dude. I forgot
Yeah.
Tarzan's mom's name, but Kerchak and Tarzan's gorilla mom.
Kala?
Oh man,
they
like
felt
best
name-
parents.
they felt
think
like
her name's
actual
Kala.
humans.
Let me just
Kala? Is that her name?
Kala.
Kala. That might
I
be
think
right.
so. Tarzan mom. Yeah, I was right.
Nice.
My brain.
You keep track of all this of old stuff.
Tarzan has like I don't know how to describe it, just like realistic parents, and they're so well actualized.
Dude, you ever got that dad that loves you a lot, but is kind of an asshole to you?
But and the thing is, like, you don't know he loves you.
Dude,
That's even
dude,
scarier
you ever
to
feel
think about.
that? You ever
Oh.
feel that, bro?
Oh man,
Yeah, I'm
that's
just- I'm
that's
just
some real shit right there.
Dude, I'm
Some
just
deep
saying,
stuff.
dude. Like, it's very realistic.
If we
I
think
didn't-
about in contrast to that, right? We have Mulan. Mulan's parents. I don't know Mulan's mom. Mulan's dad's. I don't know about her dad. I
I
mean,
don't
her
remember
dad's
him.
just kind of sick.
her
He's
dad
old.
is also, he was gonna
He's very
risk his
caring.
life. He's a very caring, you know?
Yeah.
Wants to risk his life for his family to have a
Mhm,
better
mhm.
future. It's also very realistic in the
Mhm.
opposite sense. But they also do let her just almost die.
True.
But also,
But-
Mulan kind of a bitch for putting her parents in that situation.
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, didn't they put her in that situation?
No,
she put herself-
the country was going to war.
The country was going to war, and her dad couldn't fight.
I'm thinking of something else.
And Mulan, for some reason, felt a moral responsibility with her family to keep her family's honor. And then she,
Sure.
volunteered to go fight for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Honestly, Kenny, with that question, you really hurt me deep, bro.
what
You
to
are-
defend her family's honor?
No, with the Tarzan one.
Oh, the Tarzan one.
Tarzan.
Oh
parents.
man, yeah.
Dude, like
Thinking
You're
about
right.
that alone, I'd be almost convinced to just give it to Tarzan.
Almost.
dude, it's actually insane. They managed to make animals like the most realistic family I've ever fucking seen.
That might be the most realistic Disney dynamic family.
Like, I'm not a solo child.
Well,
I
I
don't
think
know what being a solo
I think
child
Lilo
is.
and Stitch is pretty good though for that.
Also that one. But I think a sibling relationship is a lot different than a fucking familial one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
True.
Or not familial, but like parental.
Oh yeah, I know what you meant.
And it's a lot easier to pull off a sibling relationship, in my
Mm-mm.
opinion.
Okay, hold on.
Sure.
Hold on. Before we get too in deep with the family stuff, let's take a step back because we know
Okay.
Tarzan's got strong family stuff. But let's look at the friends, the side companion. Right. So Mulan, we got those three dudes that are
Three
very
chubby boys.
comedic.
Don't forget the horse and Mushu.
The horse and Mushu.
And the
There's-
cricket. You can't forget the
Yeah.
cricket.
And we got
Look at-
Shen too. Shen's pretty good.
Shen
Okay, then now
is
we look
there.
at Tarzan. We got Jane's dad. Gorilla.
Cantor.
Elephant, yeah.
Mhm.
Big elephant, man.
I think
Clayton.
Clayton's a villain. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Clayton is
Clayton's-
a villain.
He's pretty up there.
I think I'm
The
thinking of
jaguar is also a
Oh, the
character.
Jaguar, I
Oh,
guess.
I guess. That
But-
jaguar becomes a reoccurring theme too. I like that. I like that a
Mhm.
lot.
I'm trying to think because I thought there was like a child gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a-
that was
there's
in there?
babies gorillas in the movie, but they're not like super reoccurring. They're just
I
like
thought there was
random.
one that was
there
like his
a-
best friend
there was like a
growing
female
up.
gorilla that was also a best.
No,
friend.
that's the female gorilla. It's not like a kid. She's the same age as him.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I could have swore there was.
It's not like
She
a
was
baby.
Tarzan's first friend.
Yeah,
If I recall correctly.
Oh,
she's
okay.
kind
yeah,
of a
yeah.
bitch. Oh, it's Turk.
Turk. That's it. That's what I'm thinking of.
She's a bitch, dude.
I don't think so.
She's
I
a-
don't like Turk.
She's like legit kill yourself.
Oh wait.
Throw
I
yourself.
know
like
what you're
her
talking about
voice
now.
though. I was really infatuated with her voice as a kid.
Dude, she's got a.
Distinct from
Her
anything.
voice
else.
is so unique.
Yeah. But I think if we're talking about the friend companions of the movies, I do have to give the leg up on Mulan's friends.
Yeah. I
Just
would too.
because it starts off like very confrontational. There's a lot of conflict there, but then there's just this mutual earned respect that they have for each other.
This is
Even
true.
in the end, those companions, they
They
dress up as
respect the
women
fuck out of her.
and they like use all these womanly attributes to win over the bad guys too. Oh,
Mhm.
amazing! It's poetic.
Yes. It actually is. You're right. I like that.
Now, Kenny,
Yeah.
what has the best Kingdom Hearts world?
Can you shut the
Oof.
fuck up?
Oh, let me tell you about this.
I
So
just want to hear his
I've not
opinion.
played Kingdom Hearts.
easily, it's got to be Tarzan,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. It's because it's got that sliding down the tree trunk mini game,
That's it.
and Mulan doesn't have that, which is why Mulan's the inferior Kingdom Hearts world.
Okay. This has nothing to do with who's
This
going to
has
win, by the
nothing to
way.
do with that.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah. Let's talk about the villains of both movies, right? We got
Okay.
what was the dude's name in Mulan?
Han.
Who was
I don't know.
who was
Well,
the
it's the
was he
Hans.
Attila the Hun?
Attila Hun, I
I
think.
think he was Attila the Hun.
I believe that's right, yeah. Or is
I
it?
don't. Maybe I think. Let me double check that.
Just
You
look
guys
it
keep
up.
talking.
Huns?
I don't want to be wrong.
Is that what they were called? The Huns, right?
Yeah.
They were Mongolians for sure.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I know this.
No.
Hurry
It's
up,
okay,
Alan.
it's
Look it
okay.
up.
His name, Mulan villain, is known as Bori Khan.
Oh,
Bori
it is
Khan.
Khan.
Oh no. Is he still the Hun?
No,
I
he's
have
not.
no idea. I can't remember.
He's not Attila the Hun, but he's probably
Okay.
like a descendant or a ancestor.
Yes.
Okay. He might be like a famous Chinese story character, which
Probably.
I'm not familiar with. But okay, we got him. He's kind of
He's scary.
cool in a mysterious way. But the thing is, you never really learn about him other than he's kind of evil.
Yeah, his
Okay.
name is Shan Yu. Sorry.
Shan Yu, that's right.
Didn't he also have like a hawk as a
He
sidekick?
did have a hawk.
He did have a
That's
hawk.
pretty badass.
The hawk was
evil
badass.
animal companion. That's pretty cool.
I think the best villains have animal
You know
companions.
what Clayton's animal companion was?
Did he have one?
His fucking gun.
Yeah, his gun.
The
And
gun,
hating
the
animals.
Double barrel.
Double barrel into the closest animal you see.
Dude, if we look at Clayton from Tarzan, though, he's just so hateable, and you love to hate him.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I think Clayton is a stronger villain than Attila the Hun. Not
Yeah.
Attila the Hun. His name is not
Shan
Attila the
Yu.
Hun.
Khan.
I
Shan
literally
Yu.
looked it up. Sean Yu.
Oh, okay.
I think he's better because he's more personable. You don't really feel Sean Yu.
Mhm.
You feel Sean Yu at like the beginning of the movie because you know he exists,
Mm-hmm.
and then like he disappears.
Does he ever
True.
have
Dips.
does he have
And
dialogue?
then he reappears. He
have
doesn't.
dialogue?
I don't think he really has a ton of dialogue. He's just like
Shouting
Maybe a bunch of
commands,
one-liners,
probably.
maybe.
Yeah.
it, like kills people, and then he does talk at the end when he gets really mad at Mulan or something.
Oh, okay.
And he does get defeated in a very cool way, fireworks and such.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
fireworks.
Let's think about Clayton though. Clayton is he's very I think he's just very selfish. I
Mhm.
think that's what really gets
He's
me about him.
egotistical as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then so I like the dynamic between Clayton, Tarzan, and Kerchak because
yeah.
it's very invisible. It's not
Mhm.
because like Kerchak and Clayton don't really have a tangible line or connection
Mhm.
apart from Tarzan, and he's trying to guide each of them around each other while also being deeply influenced by both.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think another thing is that Clayton clearly distinguishes differences between humans and animals, and saying they're just animals, they're nothing more.
Yeah,
But that's the
basically.
same thing with Kerchak too, right?
Yeah. With
I think that's what's so
hating
fascinating
humans.
about Tarzan. You have Kerchak and Clayton who are kind of
very
Similar.
similar. They're very similar, but they're also extremely different.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
They're similar in the way that they act, but the reasons for why they act are very different.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kerchak is trying to protect his family, and Clayton over here is just trying to make a quick buck.
Yeah. And he also wants to prove his superiority over animals too.
Mhm.
He does.
Okay. I think we've talked long enough about
Dude,
this.
I already know which one I'm gonna vote.
We got it. Vote.
It might be a
voting time.
3-0. We'll see.
It might be a 3-0, dude. I don't know.
Alan, you say you got it?
Dude, I'm voting Tarzan.
Tarzan.
It's easy. It's free.
All right.
Cameron, let me tell you, I'm also putting my corner in Tarzan.
Okay.
Just goddamn.
Then I'll have to put it in Tarzan as well.
Oh my god, Mulan got 3-0. Don't tell
'Cause
me.
Tarzan's
dude.
good. Well, Mulan's amazing too. They're both amazing.
Okay,
films.
so this is the closest 3-0 I think we've had, which is why we talked so long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We had to. I think
I wasn't expecting to go that deep.
I think I chose Tarzan mainly because of the characters. I love the hunter. I love Tarzan's parents. I love the jaguar scenes.
Yes,
Move
they're
on.
so cool.
Just
Tarzan
maybe
babies
music.
and Tarzan
I like
kids, a wonder to watch.
You literally see the kid grow up
Mhm.
and find out who he is inside. It's just cool. It's cool.
All right, we're at the finals,
You know,
guys.
Grand finals.
Yeah, here we go. All right. Finals of the Disney animated movie tournament. We've gotten through a lot of contestants, but the only one standing in front of us is Emperor's New Groove going up against Tarzan. Now, let me ask you, do you want to take a little break? A little
Sure.
break before we get into it?
Sure.
This could be a long one.
Could it?
I don't know, could it? You just want
I don't know,
Maybe.
dude. You want to? Do you want to just like relax a little bit?
Just
Yeah,
take it
let's
easy.
just relax a little bit. Let me go pee and I'll be right back.
Okay, fair enough.
Everyone, get your snacks. Get a drink.
Ugh.
Tell
How long
someone
have
you
you
love
been
them.
talking, by the way?
It's only been an hour and 25 minutes.
Okay, it's not that bad.
No, I think I don't think we'll talk that much about this one. Personally,
Are you also feeling what I'm feeling?
I feel that.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Um,
It's just. I said it from the start. I think the bracket was very easy for one of these movies to make it to the final and also
True.
take it.
I mean, I think the issue is that we put. Well, this was all random seed.
Yeah, this is completely random.
I want to make sure people know that it's. I
So if it
didn't
was
place it
double
a certain way.
elimination, I personally think it would have been better,
If we
but
did
it
a
would have
losers
taken
bracket,
a lot longer.
you wish we did a losers bracket?
I kind of wish we did a losers bracket, but I can understand why we.
Oh, that would have taken forever.
It would have taken forever, which is why I'm fine with not doing that.
Yeah, I don't think we should do loser brackets unless it's a really small list, but I don't know. I feel bad Lion King won in the first round. Looking back.
Yeah, I feel really bad for the Lion King. It had to go up against Heart.
Yeah. I also feel bad for Tangled because I do think it's good, but it went up against Aladdin.
Are we reflecting on the losers?
Yeah, we're reflecting on the losers right now. The Lion King had such a hard time.
Yeah.
It faced off immediately against Tarzan.
Oh, 1 second. I
And
have
it
to
was
be.
a toughie. It's fine.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I mean you're right about that.
Like
And-
let's look about which movies had the like really hard start.
I
It was
think-
like Hercules. Hercules got fucked.
True. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Zootopia did not get fucked.
Zootopia was like um.
Yeah, I think it was
I felt like it
mainly
was Hercules.
Hercules and The Lion King
Lion
that
King,
got fucked
yeah,
really
Exactly.
hard.
yeah. It was rough. Oh, and it's surprising to see looking back on it now. Lion King up against Tarzan. I think Lion King could have made it to the
Dude, I think The
semifinals.
Lion King could have easily made it to the finals as well.
Oh yeah.
It just had to face up against Tarzan. And
Yeah.
can we actually reflect
Yeah.
on the brackets for Emperor's New Groove and Tarzan?
Sure. Okay.
It looks like to me Tarzan is 3-0'd everybody except for The Lion King.
Yeah, you're right about that. Actually. Woo, man, look at that.
And Emperor's New Groove also 3-0'd everybody except Hercules.
It wasn't there for the first round.
Oh wait, you're right.
Which it did have an easier leg up, but
That is true.
same-
That is
at
true.
the same time, it did 3-0 3 times in a row.
That is true. That is true.
Man, that's rough to deal with. Let's look at round 2. Right, what went down was Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I'd say Hunchback and Pinocchio are kind of tied. I'd like to see them go up against each other. Now that I think about it,
Hunchback and Pinocchio?
yeah,
I think. Ooh.
that one's a little tough one because they've both got moral messages.
Well, and they're both they're slightly different artistically,
Mhm.
and they do have very deep moral messages. It's just I don't know. They're slightly different movies, and it's very. I think just like thinking about it, it's hard to compare them.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
I personally, I
Mm-mm.
would have a hard time choosing which one's better out of the two.
Okay. Okay.
Like it's like a Tarzan Mulan situation.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like Mulan and Tarzan are very
They're
well,
very
not
good.
yeah, yeah.
They're
Their quality is so similar.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about
Welcome
that.
back. Welcome back.
welcome back, son.
Thank you, Father.
The fuck am I then?
You
Daddy.
are you are Jane.
Okay. Let's think about
right.
this. You know, there are some movies that start in round 2 that never even got a leg up. Something like
Oh,
Peter
round
Pan.
two. Oh yeah, Peter Pan's
Oh,
good.
Peter Pan.
Went up against Treasure Planet, and it just felt.
I feel like
Wreck-It
Little
Ralph.
Mermaid got gypped as well.
I don't think Wreck-It Ralph got
No, I don't care about
stolen.
Wreck-It Ralph. I didn't
Wreck-It
watch
Ralph is like it's an okay movie, but compared to a lot of the movies on the list, it would have gotten 3-0'd anyway.
How about something like The Little Mermaid?
What if it
'Cause
went
that-
up
I
against
feel like Little
Frozen
Mermaid.
though?
Frozen?
Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
think Frozen kind of got fucked too. Maybe. Like if it was up against Big Hero 6 or maybe actually I don't know. If it went up against Beauty and the Beast, I don't know how that would go.
Oh yeah, you know.
I would choose
say-
Beauty and the Beast still.
Would you? Because I would choose Frozen. If that's the case.
Oh, I don't like. Well, you already know my opinion.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't even finish the goddamn movie.
I tried. I
All right,
think.
you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm
think
ready.
we're
Let's
ready for the
let's
finals.
look at the good stuff.
Alrighty, everyone, get ready, because here it comes. The final matchup of the Disney animated movie tournament begins right now. We have The Emperor's New Groove in one corner, and in the other, we have Tarzan. Now, let's begin. Thoughts?
What a battle of the gods. They're both
really is.
really good in their own fields.
So
The
like
legends.
let's do the same thought experiment I proposed before.
Sure.
Of
Okay.
hey, we're going to a movie theater, blah blah blah. You know the premise.
Uh-huh.
Which one of these movies would you select? Because I would have a very difficult time choosing any of them.
Same.
Either two of these.
I
I would
can't
say
do it.
I don't care.
I can't do it. They're
Goddamn.
both good.
Let me tell you my thought process, right?
Mhm.
If I'm going out with the boys,
The
Mhm.
it's got to be
boys.
Emperor's New Groove, right? Because I know how we are. We're so jokey all the time. We can't really
That's
take
fair.
each other
Sure.
seriously unless we turn off all the lights.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. But yeah, if we're going out to the movie theater with the boys, it just has to be Emperor's New Groove. Just because I know we'll get so much out of it and we'll have so much to talk about. With Tarzan, if we go out to see it together, it's more like, well, we're just deep in thought. It's very impactful, but after the movie, it's more of like a reflection process once you've finished.
See, we're so jokey all the times that I don't think we need to go see New Groove. I would rather see a
That's true,
serious
too.
movie like Tarzan
Mm-mm.
and then still be jokey about it. Because that's who
I-
we are, Kenny.
But
Would
that's a little
watch-
harder, then, don't you think?
I
I
don't
would
know.
watch either one.
I like enjoying serious stuff with the bros, you know?
You do.
I do.
Mhm.
That way we could have intellectual talks like this one.
Ooh.
Right.
With
What do you think, Alan?
New Groove, I don't think you could do that.
So, what I'm thinking is, I don't know, man. Like, one of these movies is like, so like surface level. Emperor's New Groove is very funny, very laughy,
Mhm.
but at its core, it's an interesting movie about reflection about who you choose to be as a person.
Mhm.
And Tarzan is also similarly same, but they start at different ends of the spectrum, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because Emperor's New Groove starts with a rich asshole, and Tarzan starts out as a man with literally a
Nothing.
loincloth as property. Um,
Well, he's a baby. He
Yeah,
didn't
but that's
even
the only
grow
thing he
up. He didn't
has.
get raised.
So it seems like what we're dealing with is a redemption story versus an underdog story.
It's true. True. And they're both very good at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tarzan really lets you know, like it invests you heavily in the relationship Tarzan has with his family.
Mhm.
And his friends are also part of his family at a certain point or a certain level of the movie. Like you feel like he knows these people so well, he understands them, he gets along with them, and then he gets introduced to this outside foreign people who he also feels a strong connection to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Level that
And
against Emperor's New Groove, right? Emperor's New Groove is about a man who is literally all alone in the world, but feels like everybody loves him.
hmm
And then he gets like a bitch slap of reality, and he has to figure out what he really wants.
mm-hmm. And he has to find out what's real too in the
Mhm.
relationship.
Can we talk about how these characters change over the movie? Because
Sure.
do you
Yes.
think Cusco really changed all that much at the end of New
Oh no,
Groove?
I do. So
You
I
do?
was
Okay.
I was watching the movie, like I said the other day.
hmm
Cusco to me at the beginning of the movie seems very much like a 5-year-old,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
even as an adult.
Wants everything.
So he wants everything and he makes a big whiny mess when he doesn't get his way. And then he slowly starts trusting other people and seeing what they value and what he values compared to that, and it seems like almost infantile to him. And then at the end of the movie, right, he realizes that he wants an actual friend,
Sure. Yeah. I feel
someone
that
he
totally.
someone he can rely on, which I think is a lot more emotionally mature than he was at the beginning of the movie. I don't think it's sick as the changes that Tarzan has to make, but
Mhm.
it's just as important.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I I can see where that's coming from. Yeah. That makes sense. Because I always felt that he didn't change that much, but I do think his values have changed a lot by the end of
Mhm.
it,
So
and
like
it
his
has changed his
personality didn't
character.
change, right?
No, he could
But
still be kind of a jerk sometimes. I know
yeah,
he's still egotistical in
he's
the
still
end.
egotistical. He's still an asshole. Like that hasn't changed.
Yeah, but he's more
Things.
aware of the people
Yeah.
around him.
Yep. He actually cares about human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think about Tarzan
Tarzan.
as a
Tarzan's
character throughout the whole
As a
movie?
character, well, we get to see him feel like he's out of place, like the whole movie, like he's the what is it, black sheep of the family.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he knows something's not right.
And yeah, and but he also feels like he's beneath everybody because he can't do certain things,
hmm
right? So we
Mm-hmm.
see him grow and change and do things. So like this is just the middle of the movie, right? We see him do, or this is even the beginning. Like we see him change himself to better fit. So he's confident in who he is in the begin, like in the middle of the movie already,
hmm
and then he
Yep.
gets knocked down again when he figures out that there's other people like him, but they're also nothing like the person that he is.
Yeah, because
So
he's
he's
changed so much himself.
yeah he doesn't fit in with either group he feels like he should belong to.
hmm Do you think he finds a place at by the end of the movie?
I do think he finds a place. He finds a like a common ground
Sure.
because he's not either of them. He's both,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mm-hmm.
think he understands that.
Right. Right.
Both interesting points. What do you think does it better though? Or is it
Dude, I don't know. Dude, don't ask me this question.
maybe
Actually,
not better, but what's more interesting in your mind?
more interest to me personally. I really love Tarzan. Like
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when I think about Tarzan, I literally think of my own family because
Okay.
like I just associate the movie to my family because I used to watch it with my mom and my dad a lot when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Compared to Emperor's New Groove, my mom hates Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but she just does not like it.
Okay.
I'm in the opposite position, right? Because The Emperor's New Groove means a lot to me growing up. Because I remember watching it a lot with my older brother, and goddamn, that movie was it was special to us because we could just put it on and it's just so easy to watch, just like
Mhm.
that. And also, in terms of just the story's premise, I'm way more into a redemption story rather than an underdog story like Tarzan,
Okay.
or maybe like a choosing between two worlds. Uh, and in terms of also character, I like Cusco a lot because I'm just so drawn to the sort of narcissistic, egotistical character or protagonist because I
Mhm.
just feel like there's so much growth there.
Yeah.
And I feel like he does experience a lot of growth. However, it's not very surface level. It's very hidden. But I feel like there is a lot.
This whole time I've been like switching back and forth for which one I'm gonna vote for,
Mm-hmm.
and I still don't really know what I want to vote for. But I do I so for the character development thing, I do think Cusco's actual growth is more interesting.
mm,
Well, maybe not interesting. It's more entertaining and maybe a little more well written and more clear of a change.
right, right. Just because the whole entire movie is just so
Yes,
like on the nail about everything that you
it
can
makes
see,
it
oh, okay, this is what's
very
happening.
clear.
And it's very clear, yeah.
With Tarzan, I think there's a lot of different themes going on being introduced. So you have
Mm-hmm.
the family, you have feeling different than everyone else, but you also have environmental issues, you have poaching
Responsibility.
issues,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
responsibility. So it kind of his character kind of gets buried in all this other stuff.
Ooh, I don't think it gets buried personally.
Hmm.
I think it gets enhanced. It's at least that's my take.
Okay. I just feel like Tarzan is juggling two different problems at once.
Okay.
Sometimes. That's not a bad thing. It's
Mm.
just sometimes it's
Just
easier.
because there's just so many complex layers to it,
Uh
it
huh.
does it is more maybe not difficult, but it does take a lot more time to process.
Yes. What's something else we could judge it based off of?
Ooh, let's talk about the art
Hmm.
because I feel like there's two very distinct styles here. We have a
Yes,
lot of color
they're very
and
distinct, but they also they're not very quote unquote similar to other art styles, even
mhm,
though Tarzan is like kind of similar to the regular Disney art style. It's also, I think, a little bit more outlined for the characters.
mhm.
Like if you look at Tarzan, he is very angular, but his hair and other parts of him are also very soft.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right about that.
What I think
And
Tarzan does better is probably the environmental art itself.
Yes.
There's
yeah,
some
yeah.
beautiful scenery, and I love the design of the treehouse at the beginning of the movie.
Mm-mm. That's a fair. But then if you look at Emperor's New Groove, they also do wondrous things with their effects.
Hmm.
Right? Just because it is more comedic in nature, they can do so much in terms of having some simple thing or a background color being very it'll look like pop art, right?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Coming to life in animation. And that's also very subjective, I guess,
Hmm.
to consider.
Is it fair to call it kind of like a minimalistic kind of art style in a way
Yeah,
Oh,
compared
it
to the
is.
other stuff?
not
Yeah.
bad.
It's kind of like it's really close to Hercules art style, I would say.
Yeah, it's
Kind
close to
of.
Hercules. It's kind of like the perfect if they perfected that kind of
Yes.
art style. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just very unique, right? It's
Hmm.
just so I think I don't know how to say it. So Tarzan to me looks more like on brand Disney safer TV animation, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But does it
That's
though?
not bad. That's not bad. But I think Emperor's New Groove is a lot sharper.
Hmm.
Mm.
It pops more.
It does pop more.
And I don't
It-
think there's many other animated movies quite like it with the same similar style.
That's true.
I think like even Jungle Book is kind of similar to Tarzan in a way. It's not on the same level, but there's closer things to Tarzan than there is
Similar
to New
premise.
Groove.
Mm-mm.
I would agree with you that it's a lot closer to it, but I don't know if it's.
I don't know if it's comparable just because the process of the storytelling is just so unique from each other.
Yeah.
They're so different.
Yes, true.
I will say that I think it's time we all come to a decision.
Really, dude? I could
Okay.
honestly
You
talk
want
about these movies
you
for
want to
like
talk a little more?
hours. I don't know if do we need to talk a little? Is the better
No,
question.
I think we should just vote, get it over with.
All right, who wants to go first? First,
I
Alright.
think I know your answer, Alan. So do you want to go first?
sure. I am gonna vote for Tarzan personally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it is a better movie, just generally. I think it does things better than Emperor's New Groove.
Mm-hmm.
The story, the characters, and the relationships are just a little bit better. I do appreciate that Emperor's New Groove's art style is better, sharper, a little bit more appealing to look at, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Someone just got a text or
Sorry.
call.
From Pokemon, yeah.
Just keep going. Ignore it.
But I don't know. Tarzan just has a place deep within my heart.
Yeah.
No matter what you say.
From this day on, now
Now,
until forevermore.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay. And I think I know
me-
your vote, Kenny. So do you want to go next?
Yeah, for me, I will put my vote in the Emperor's New Groove category.
Oh
Mainly
no!
Alright.
because, right? Mainly because, rather than sort of viewing them as like two objective entities, I sort of view it from the perspective of what do they mean to me? What did I take away from them when I watched them?
Mm-hmm.
And in comparison, I just took a lot more from Emperor's New Groove in terms of my taste and how I like to sort of view things and what things add meaning to me. And Tarzan has a lot to offer. When I think
Mhm.
about it, I man, do I? But then Emperor's New Groove just has that family effect than Alan had with Tarzan, and that's
That's
just
fair.
really a no-brainer at that point.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, Kenny. I can't hate. It's a great movie. Great movie.
Okay. So it comes down to me.
Mm-hmm. Comes down to you.
So here's what I'm thinking. I think Tarzan has more realistic characters that puts a lot of meaning into what they are and who they are, and really drives the story home that I think is very important. Tarzan has amazing music as well. I think it has better music than Emperor's New Groove. But I find Emperor's New Groove more entertaining, and I kind of dig the art style a bit more. We talked on that. And just comparing these two, I was brought back to remembering the scene in Emperor's New Groove when they're running away from I think they were panthers in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that sequence and the visual gags within that whole action sequence.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that Emperor's New Groove has some really dynamic animation as well as Tarzan did. So I can't put it above it, I guess. So in the end, I'm going to give my vote to Emperor's New Groove.
Dude, this hurts.
Ooh.
Just because it's slightly more entertaining and maybe a little bit more visually appealing, and I love visual gags. But these are both amazing movies, and if you haven't seen either one of them, go check them out.
Oh, if you haven't watched either,
Oh man,
sure.
man.
I think more people have watched Emperor's New Groove than Tarzan.
I would disagree with you wholeheartedly.
so? Oh, really?
I don't know about that.
I think Tarzan is at this point a classic, and
Hmm.
Emperor's Groove has been forgotten by I think the mainstream.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, if I talked about the Emperor's New Groove to millennials, they probably
they probably know
maybe
it.
that-
maybe not millennials, but Zoomers.
Zoomers.
Zoomers probably. Well, Zoomers wouldn't know Tarzan.
Bro, what do you
Would they?
mean?
I don't think they. I mean,
I
they
think
heard of it. I don't think they
there was a
watch it.
recent live action Tarzan. They might have
What
heard
do you
of it,
mean?
which I guess
Was there a live action Tarzan?
there was. I don't know if it was
There
good
was
or
a
not.
while
I haven't
back,
watched
though.
it.
But Emperor's New Groove has had, well, Kronk's sequel. It's had its TV series. But so has Tarzan.
Tarzan had a TV
had a.
series, yeah.
Oh my god, Tarzan's TV series was so good.
It was good. And I love Turk.
I liked the villain in that series.
I don't remember the villain, but we're
You
getting
don't
off
need
topic.
to. I'll send Kenny a picture.
Okay.
I already did it before.
Looks like our winner.
Looks like the winner
Oh, it just.
is. You do it. You do it. I'm sorry. I robbed that from you.
No, go ahead. It just glitched out. Go up.
Oh, okay. It looks like the winner of the Disney animated movie tournament is Emperor's New Groove.
That's not it.
It's
Awesome.
actually wild. I
That
did not.
is-
I did not expect it to win.
I didn't expect it to win either. You know, I feel like I've found a new kind of appreciation for that movie and all of these movies actually.
Mhm.
You know, maybe not Wreck-It Ralph, but yeah, all these movies.
I feel like a lot of people will disagree with this movie.
Oh no, I think a lot of people are gonna disagree.
Yeah.
But if you disagree, please tell us about it. I
Yeah.
want to know why you think Emperor's New Groove does not deserve its spot.
Mhm.
I think it is at least good enough to reach it to the semifinals. I don't know if it should have gone past it, even though I did help in the 3-0.
Mhm.
I'm okay with it.
And
You know?
I think it was up against a lot of tough opponents, I think.
Mm.
It was
Up against Hunchback,
Hunchback.
Treasure Planet, Atlantis, which are, I think, all of them are some of our favorites.
Yo, dude, I love Hunchback. I love. I do not love Treasure Planet, but I
I
respect
know you
it.
like Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
I love Atlantis.
But Tarzan has been up against a
Dude,
lot
Tarzan's
of-
been up against the giants.
Yeah, Lion
Yeah.
King, Alice in Wonderland, Pinocchio, Mulan, all classics.
Dude, it had to kill its brothers in Mortal Kombat.
It was savage.
And you got to climb your way to the top. But unfortunately, what happened at the top was,
He got kicked off by a llama.
yeah, it was just the llama. Don't underestimate the power of Disney animal animated characters.
True.
Is this the first Disney main animal? I guess.
What do you mean?
Question.
Oh,
An animal character. Well, no, there's Dumbo.
true.
Oh,
There is
Dumbo, you're right. I didn't put that on the list, though.
But I mean, Dumbo doesn't really have a lot of staying power for me.
No,
Think
I
about it.
don't think it does either.
And the original movie was a little bit racy. Rossy,
was.
saucy.
Uh,
It did a little things that Mr. Walt Disney shouldn't have done.
Well, you know what? Let's just end it here. You know,
Yes.
I
Fair
feel
enough.
like there's a catharsis that has been reached.
I need to reflect on this.
I
Yeah.
really need to think about my decisions on
Yeah.
Life.
it.
Funny how that works, huh? All right, Cameron, take us away.
Well, thank you all for watching this exceedingly long tournament for the battle of the Disney films. Hopefully there'll be another tournament style thing in the future. There's probably going to be a break because these take a long time to do
And maybe edit.
and edit. Well, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But thank you for watching. Let us know your opinions in the comments. Tell us why we're wrong, how you agree.
Disagree.
You could be as brutal as you want. We could
Yes.
take it. We're grown people.
Tell us how smart we are.
Please
us.
mostly praise us though, because we do
Please.
get sad occasionally. But thank you.
All right, everyone. Thank you.
This tournament
Thank you.
was brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not clapping.